LeBron James' injury set to cost Los Angeles Lakers millions in nightmare scenario. Los Angeles, California. The Los Angeles Lakers are bracing for a financial and competitive setback after confirming that superstar forward LeBron James will be sidelined for several weeks due to a sciatica injury. The 40-year-old NBA legend, entering his 23rd season, will miss the start of the 2025-26 campaign, forcing the Lakers to navigate the early stretch of the season without their franchise cornerstone, and at a heavy financial cost. According to reports from The Athletic's Shams Charania, James has been diagnosed with sciatica on his right side, a nerve condition causing sharp pain through the lower back and leg. Recovery from the injury could take 3 to 4 weeks, though medical experts caution that the timeline may extend depending on how James responds to treatment. For the Lakers, the timing could hardly be worse. The team is preparing for a new NBA season with championship aspirations, but those ambitions are already in jeopardy. The Lakers are not only losing their leader and most experienced player on the court, they are also set to pay him a massive sum while he's sidelined. James is currently the highest paid player on the Lakers roster, earning an estimated $52.6 million annually. That translates to roughly $3 million to $4 million in salary during his recovery period, even if he doesn't play a single game in October. Should his return date extend deeper into November, that figure could rise to nearly $6 million in paid wages without any on-court minutes. While LeBron's absence is primarily an on-court concern, it also presents financial challenges for the organization. The Lakers front office must balance luxury tax implications and salary cap restrictions while ensuring that the team remains competitive in a stacked Western Conference. A painful start to a critical season. The Lakers will open their 2025-26 season on the 21st of October against the Golden State Warriors, but for the first time in his illustrious 22-year career, LeBron James will not suit up for opening night. It marks a historic moment in the NBA, underscoring both his longevity and the reality that age and wear and tear have begun to take a toll on his body. James' sciatica injury is the latest in a series of physical setbacks that have interrupted his otherwise remarkable career durability. Earlier this preseason, he missed portions of training camp due to nerve irritation in his gluteal area, an issue that team doctors initially described as minor but which may have been an early indicator of deeper nerve complications. This latest diagnosis has sent ripples through the Lakers organization. Head coach Darvin Ham faces the challenge of reconfiguring lineups and rotations around an inexperienced roster, one that was already thin on veteran leadership outside of James and Anthony Davis. Leadership void and on-court impact. LeBron's influence on the Lakers extends far beyond his statistical contributions. Last season, he played 70 of 82 games, averaging 26.8 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.2 assists per game, while finishing 6th in MVP voting. His consistency and leadership helped stabilize a team that fluctuated between brilliance and inconsistency. With James out, the Lakers will need to rely heavily on Anthony Davis, whose own injury history has often made it difficult for the team to maintain continuity. Younger players such as Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and Max Christie will be thrust into larger roles earlier than expected, while Bronny James, LeBron's son, enters his sophomore campaign under a brighter spotlight. The father-son duo made history last season as the first to share an NBA court, and Bronny's development was one of the few bright spots in a disappointing playoff run. However, without his father's presence early in the season, the younger James will have to mature quickly if the Lakers are to remain competitive. A costly legacy of longevity at 40 years old, LeBron James continues to defy conventional athletic limits. His off-court discipline and investment in recovery, estimated at over $1.5 million annually on training, nutrition, and body care, have allowed him to maintain elite performance levels long after most peers have retired. But even the most finely tuned athletes are not immune to nerve-related injuries like sciatica, which can flare up unpredictably. Sports medicine experts note that recovery requires extensive rest, physical therapy, and sometimes inject irons or minor procedures to relieve pressure on the affected nerve. If the injury lingers, the Lakers could face a worst-case scenario where James misses 6 to 8 weeks, potentially sidelining him through Thanksgiving. That would not only be a competitive disaster but also a financial strain, given that his absence would coincide with a particularly tough schedule that includes games against Denver, Phoenix, and Dallas. Financial breakdown. While NBA contracts are fully guaranteed, meaning the Lakers must pay LeBron regardless of injury, the team also incurs luxury tax penalties based on total payroll. With James' massive salary on the books, every missed game magnifies the financial impact. LeBron's salary, $52.6 million per season per game earnings, roughly $640,000 estimated cost during recovery, $35 million for a 4-week absence. The Lakers ownership group, led by Jeannie Buss, has historically been willing to spend to keep the team competitive, but the current roster construction leaves little financial flexibility. Paying millions for a player on the sidelines is never ideal, but when that player is LeBron James, the alternative of rushing him back too soon could be even costlier. The broader picture: the Lakers' medical staff will take a cautious approach, prioritizing LeBron's long-term health over short-term results. The goal is to ensure he's fully recovered before returning, particularly given the grueling nature of an 82-game schedule. In the meantime, the team's success will depend on Davis' ability to dominate in the paint, the emergence of young guards like Reeves and D'Angelo Russell, and the leadership of veterans such as Gabe Vincent and Taurean Prince. The Lakers' early season performance could determine the trajectory of their entire campaign. Falling too far behind in the Western Conference standings would make it difficult to recover, even with LeBron's eventual return. A career of greatness, tested again. LeBron's legacy is already secure. He's the NBA's all-time leading scorer, a 4-time champion, a 4-time MVP, and a 20-time All-Star. Yet, the desire to win another championship and possibly play alongside his son has kept him motivated into his 40s. His commitment to the Lakers remains unwavering, but this latest setback reinforces the physical toll of 2 decades of elite basketball. Should he return fully healthy, he'll once again be expected to carry the load, but the question remains, how long can he continue to perform at such a level? The road ahead: the Lakers' medical updates in the coming weeks will be closely monitored across the league. If LeBron's recovery goes as planned, he could return in early November, possibly for a key matchup against the Clippers or Suns. If complications persist, the team may need to adjust its goals for the first half of the season. Either way, the Lakers are facing a delicate balance between preserving LeBron's health and remaining competitive in an increasingly unforgiving Western Conference. For now, they must prepare to fight through adversity, with their biggest star watching from the sidelines, and their financial obligations soaring. LeBron's injury is not just a medical issue, it's a reminder that even the greatest of all time cannot outrun the effects of time forever. The Lakers' nightmare scenario is now reality, paying millions for a sideline superstar, with no guarantee of when he'll return to the court.